Let's start with the bad news. The best Dutch oven is going to set you back a bit. The good news: there are excellent options at a range of price points, so a bit is subjective. If you have your sights set on a glossy, hefty, gloriously serious piece of cookware from Creuset or Staub, by all means. After all, the Dutch ovens from these prestige brands are beloved by our test kitchen team for everything from browning and braising meat to gently simmering stock to deep frying. But a solidly constructed workhorse from Lodge is nothing to sniff at. In fact, we'd recommend it to most home cooks. The heritage American brand makes cast iron Dutch ovens with enamel finishes that stand up to the top-tier brands in our product tests time and time again. If you're looking for an option somewhere in between in terms of price point, we've got you covered with models from two of our favorite direct-to-consumer brands. Whichever pot you pick, you'll end up with a beautiful stovetop and oven-safe piece of cookware that's sure to become your new best friend in the kitchen. But before we tackle all things brand and budget, let's address the two questions you're probably asking off the bat. Which size and shape should you opt for when buying a Dutch oven? Are you looking for the best keyword? In this video, we will look at some of the best keyword on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Number 1. The best bang for your buck Dutch oven. Lodge. The 6-quart Lodge enameled cast iron Dutch oven is our top pick for the majority of home cooks. The sturdy loop handles are wide enough to grip even while wearing clunky oven mitts, and the pot itself has the ideal bottom-to-side ratio, roomy enough for browning meat, with sides high enough to contain sauce splashes and soup. The sloped edges along the base mean you can get to the very corners of the pot with a silicone spatula. It's heavy, of course, but not atrociously so compared to other brands we've tested. But the best thing about the Lodge Dutch oven, the price tag. $80 will get you a well-made piece of cast iron cookware that lasts and lasts. That enamel coating is durable enough to stand up to plenty of scrubbing. It doesn't chip or fade, nor does it go gritty. In fact, a well-cared-for Lodge Dutch oven can almost work as a non-stick pan for years. Number 2. Misen and Milo. Misen 7-quart Dutch oven. You might be familiar with Misen knives. Its bread knife is a favorite, but the DTC company makes cookware as well. Their Dutch oven is durable, well-made, and reasonably priced. While the sides of a Creuset or Lodge Dutch oven meet the bottom at a gentle slope, Misen's base is more angular, which frees up surface area for browning, but does make it a tad trickier to get into the corners with a spoon or spatula. The high sides contain grease splatters better than competitors, and the generously sized, squared-off handles mean you don't have to worry about a heavy pot of stew slipping from your grip. Choose between a regular lid and one that doubles as a grill pan. A cool feature, but tricky to remove from the pot when hot. Misen's Dutch oven only comes in a 7-quart feet a crowd size, so if you'd prefer a smaller or lighter, it clocks in at around 17 pounds with the lid cast iron pot. Look elsewhere. Number 3. Milo by Kana Classic Dutch Oven. The chic, modern Milo by Kana Classic Dutch Oven is not your granny's cookware, but it performs just as well, with a minimalist feel. This simple enameled cast iron Dutch oven comes in rich hues like navy and emerald. Both of those colorways, plus the matte black, sport a dark enamel interior like Staub pots. Opt for the white Milo if you want light-colored enamel coating like a Creuset. The Milo Dutch oven is made of 40% recycled cast iron and weighs in at 10.5 pounds lighter than many of the others listed here. This is the type of cookware you store on open shelving for everyone to see. Number 4. Creuset 5.5-quart round Dutch oven. Into the idea of owning a piece of cookware that'll last for generations to come. Creuset's iconic Dutch French ovens are genuine heirloom pieces. I've had mine for over a decade. My mom has had hers for 40, and I know lucky folks using Creusets that have been passed down from grandparents. Creuset Dutch ovens are more lightweight than competitors, which is key if you have an enormous family and are in the market for a 13.25-quart pot and come with a lifetime warranty. Most of the others mentioned here do, too, but Creuset's is famously generous. We use them side by side with Staub's in the Bon Appetit test kitchen. The downside is, of course, the price, which is partly due to the quality and partly due to the fact that these things are still made in France, where the cost of labor is high. If you don't have a Dutch oven and a $350 pot is not in the cards, get yourself a Misen, Lodge, or Milo and upgrade when you're ready. Creusets are built to last, and no doubt when I'm 80, I'll be using mine to stew prunes. Number 5. Staub 5.5-quart round Cocotte. Staub cast iron Dutch ovens, or Cocottes as the brand calls them, are another high-quality fan favorite among home cooks and chefs, alike, including the BA food editors who use them in the test kitchen. Unlike the Lodge and Le Creuset, the Staub Dutch oven has a matte black enamel cooking surface, with traces of quartz. This means that, unlike pots with light-colored enamel, you won't have to worry about discoloration. That dark enamel also provides extra heat conduction for better browning, ideal for searing meat and caramelizing veggies. It does, however, make it more difficult to assess if you're a minute away from burning that nice fond. The Staub Dutch oven also has a heavy-duty, tight-fitting lid that's equipped with little bumps along the underside to guide all the evaporated juices back down onto the food, so you can expect less evaporation than you'd get with a Le Creuset. Staubs are still investment pieces, but they're a little less expensive than the other French guy, and you can find good sales if you keep an eye out. Number 6. Le Creuset 7.25 quart. I've been a 5.5 quart gal for the last decade, but this year I decided I wouldn't stuff the entire contents of my freezer stock bag into a too small pot again. I've upgraded to a 7.25 quart enameled cast iron pot. This option from Le Creuset is the ideal size for people who love to make soup, stocks, or big batch beans, or those cooking for a big group. One thing to note, this Dutch oven is heavy, at 13.1 pounds. I need both hands and a deep breath to lift it from stovetop to oven when it's full, but once I get it there, I'm set up to make 6-8 servings of any one-pot meal, or enough stock for nearly a month of cold winter cooking. If large quantity cooking is your thing, but spending upwards of $400 isn't, the slightly smaller and heavier Misen mentioned above may be the option for you.